Welcome to the first tutorial on how to make an advertising banner using Adobe Fireworks and Flash for Unit 21 of the SR Nationals. The distinction criteria request that you animate your banner, and the merit criteria request that it has some user interactivity. So we're going to look at adding both of those features today. The banner, the example which you've already seen, is made up of 4 different graphics. And when you go to make your own, you might have more than 4 or slightly less than 4. But this gives you the opportunity to animate it. I'm going to show you what those graphics look like now. So the first graphic that you'll see when you look at my banner is this. Moving on, we look at the rodents. Thirdly, we have the one giant payback. And then finally, we have the triple height banner, which has the Big Buck Bunny logo. It has a full-size image of the characters, and it has space for the video trailer. And it also has a little icon that shows you how to buy the DVD, which you can click on. So I'm going to show you firstly how to make some of those graphics using Adobe Fireworks. So if we open up Adobe Fireworks, you'll see here the example that we're going to replicate today. Now, the first thing you need to do is create a new document, and the sizing is 728 by 90, and that is a typical letterboard size for an advertising banner. First of all, then, we're going to add our text in. So we're going to select the text, draw out to the width of the banner, and then choose the correct font. So in this example, I've used Myriad, and I've chosen bold condensed for my style. And I believe 64 is the size I'm going to use. Let's just see how that looks on the banner. And that seems about right. I might make it ever so slightly bigger. So now we've added our text, I'm going to drag it down so it's in the middle of the slide. Now we need to change the colour of the text. And we want to keep the same style as we've been using throughout of the gradient effect. And Fireworks lets you add a gradient to your text by going to the fill colour and then choosing fill options. Instead of solid, we're going to choose gradient. And then we're going to click edit. And this will be a step that will be familiar to you if you worked through these tutorials. And we're going to choose the 2 colours that we want within our gradient there. And if I click off it, you can see that we've now added a nice gradient to our banner. The second thing we will need to do, if you look at the example, is get these graphics onto it. And to do that, I opened up an image, and simply using the marquee tool, the lasso tool rather, I'm going to click and drag around the image to pick out what I want. Try and be as precise as you can, but if there is a problem, you do get part of an image that you don't want, we can always erase it at a later date. So I'm going to paste that into my new image, and I'm going to resize it using Command and T or Control and T if you're on a Windows system. And we can rotate things if you think that that would look more appropriate. And so I'm happy with that. And we repeat the process for all of the different graphics that we're going to include on our banner. So again, resize it, maybe spin it around till you get the effect that you're looking for. So as you can see, I've started to layer up all of the graphics I want. Now I'm going to move this slightly to the left, and as you'll see, a problem has now arisen. This image here that I've just put in has got a white background, and I need to get rid of that. One of the ways we can do that, as we've seen before, is to use the multiply option. I'm going to show you a slightly different way. And today that's going to be by using the Magic Wand tool. So we're going to select the Magic Wand tool from the bitmap option, and then click in this white space. And if we press backspace, that actually removes that white colour, and then you can see we can add our character. Now, one of the problems of the Magic Wand is it sometimes doesn't get all of the white out, so what we're going to need to do is go in and just clean up ever so slightly using the eraser tool. And there we have it, our banner produced using Fireworks.